Mic test 1 2 3. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Mic test 1 2 3. Check 1 2. Mic test 1 2 3. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. The TCNJ Lions look to rebound after a loss to Division I Temple University, while the University of Delaware looks to increase their win streak to 3 to begin their 2019 campaign. This is a television broadcast of Lions Hockey Live. TCNJ Ice Hockey begins right now. And a good afternoon to you, everybody, from Laux Ice Center here in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Cody Decker here with this season and first home game for TCNJ as they host Southeast Regional rival, the University of Delaware Blue Hens. Last night in Mount Laurel, the Lions falling 4-2 to Temple University in a game that was just the majority of the game was controlled by Temple. They were the faster and bigger team of the two, getting out to a 3-0 lead before the Lions were able to respond back, got the next 2 goals in the game. Ryan Anderson with a goal along with Jamison Dugan. And that's what you're going to need for the Lions now. You've had numerous players in on the points now, so that's going to be extremely important heading down the stretch. They enter tonight's game. Similar lineup as last night. They are missing Logan Vidusik. He is out for today's game. So they're going to move Larry Krugliak back into the forward line. He'll be on the third line with Ryan Anderson and Patrick Coyle. And Andrew Suma slots back to the second defensive pairing with Travis Benny. And Suma will actually get the start with Mark Teachin in this game. Michael Jewski gave up the 4 goals last night. He will start today's game against the Blue Hens. Probably not the best start for Lejewski that he wanted, but he gave up a lot of rebound goals last night. And when he made all those initial saves, that's what you want to see early on in the season. And we'll see if he can contain this Delaware offense, which is a bit newer this year, but they still have the firepower and speed that you look for in some of the best hockey teams around the region. You take a look at the University of Delaware. They are 2-0 on the season. Picked up a win last week against Millersville, 7-1. And yesterday they defeated Army by a score of 4-1. And a couple key players to watch for them. The forward, Ryan Johnson, has 3 goals and an assist in 4 games. In 2 games, I should say, 4 total points. Shane Moran, the forward, they're likely to play together. 2 goals, an assist, and 3 total points. And the big storyline for Delaware today is they do not dress their usual starting goaltender. That's Steven Odgers, who played the first 2 games and only allowed, looks like 2 goals in those 2 games. So 1 goals against average for him to start the season. Who will be in net? It's going to be Justin Nevinger getting his first start for the Blue Hens. And a couple of other key notes to make is that University of Delaware this year had to have some Division I players come down to the Division II level. And there's multiple of them on this team who are playing down this year, at least for now. And that, to me, it seems like, getting 11 goals in your first 2 games, as far as the forwards are concerned, that's something that you want to see. You want to get your guys involved. And as I take a look at their official roster, Andrew Marciniak, the junior, played Division I last year. Another defenseman, a sophomore, Adrian Rodriguez, along with Ben Bergman, the sophomore forward, Dylan Pasley, sophomore forward, Calvin Raymore, the sophomore forward, who also has 3 points to start the season, constituted by 2 goals and an assist. So you're talking about 5 guys there that have played D1 caliber hockey and are now playing down to the D2 level, so we'll have to see how they mix and match. They are missing a few names, a few mainstays, though. Ryan Lowe is not playing today, wearing number 8. And Lowe has actually only played in 1 game this season. He had 2 assists in that game, and he's out of the lineup along with Dylan Knox. who's a veteran on this Blue Hen team. The defenseman played in the previous 2 games, did not register any points. So that's the storylines for Delaware. Again, TCNJ looking to rebound off the loss last night. We're going to step aside here. We're going to do the starting lineups, national anthem, and then we'll have the puck drop for you of this South Region game that kind of has a lot of weight to it, and I'll explain as we go along. TCNJ and the Blue Hens coming up next right here on Lions Hockey Live. Pre-game festivities over, and we are set to go for today's ACHA Men's Division II Southeast Regional matchup between your Lions and the University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting lineups for you first. For your Lions at defense, it'll be Mark Teachin and Andrew Suma. The forwards, J.P. Kelly, Anthony Dialto, and Dan Martin. The goaltender is Mike Lajewski. For the Blue Hens on defense, Andrew Marciniak and Adrian Rodriguez. The forwards, Ben Bergman, Dylan Pasley, and Calvin Raymore. The goaltender is Justin Nevinger. It'll be interesting to see for the University of Delaware. Again, they're missing a few big names. I don't know if that was by choice or, what the case may be. I'm sure there's going to be more guys getting more ice time than they've probably had in the first couple games. Martin to take the face-off against Bergman. We are underway. Here from Laux Ice Center. This one sent up. The shot and a first save by Lajewski just 8 seconds into this game. Martin gets back checked there by Raymore. And Dialto off his skate. Lifted up but taken away here by Dan Martin. Martin plays over for Dialto. Dialto trying to get it to Kelly. Comes loose and offside there is Kelly. 30 seconds into this first period. Face-off win for the Lions. Martin winning it back to Kelly. He'll retreat back to Teachin. J.P. Kelly looking to work it up to Martin. And Kelly is able to get it up to Martin. It's off his skate, but he couldn't find it. Now the defenseman Rodriguez plays over for his partner Marciniak. Rodriguez up that far side off the stick of Bergman. Now Suma sending across for Teachin, deflects. And Dialto looking to play it up to Martin, but they were not on the same page there. Bergman. Centers for Marciniak. Sends it across to Pasley, and we get our first line changes of the game, both sides. Drops it back, the shot, glove, save Lajewski, and no, it ends up over him and into the net. Devin LeBlanc with the first goal in this one, and it's 1-0 Delaware. You don't usually see any misplays like that from Lajewski, and he initially had it in his glove, but just unable to gain firm control on that. And not the start you want if you're the Lions. This one worked into the corner. Dugan trying to work this up the near side. Comes to the point. And he'll be sent across. Hastings with the shot and a save for Nevinger. 18-13 to go in the first period. It's first shot on net for TCNJ. Face-off win for Hastings. Shot there by Dugan off the face-off is sticked away by Nevinger. Dugan looking to send across. This one taken away, though. Now in transition, Shane Moran with it. Looking to get it up to Johnson. Lions can't clear the zone. Knocked down here by Chris Cantelmo. His second game as a Lion. They try to play this up, but good disruption there from Eddie Mortarella. Mortarella will wind this around. Cantelmo first to it. Tries to handle the bouncing puck. Sends it back to Anderson. And he will send across to Dugan. Dugan's pass interrupted there. And to the point now. Sent up the far side by Mortarella. A takeaway there off the skate of Coyle. There will be no icing. And it's retrieved by Tyler Swift. Swift off the far boards. Looking to work it is Sean Camisa. Look to send towards net, send it wide. Larry Krugliak looking to send back to the point, but not getting enough on that. Suma pokes ahead. Anderson with it. Over to Krugliak, and he will dump in. Lions will make a change. Up to the near side. Matt Tofty centering. Looking to get it to Kyle Sapia. Shot there, and it goes wide. For Swift. Matt Tofty plays it up the far side, and that one clinks off the side of the net. Loose puck here. Suma on it, unable to get it out though. And now he will get it out towards center ice. Swift throwing it across ice. And heading back to retrieve that is Travis Benny. Benny near side for Broski. And this comes out to center ice. Here's Sean Leonard. Leonard will dump in. Nevinger playing it. Handled here by Connor Riley. Comes to the point. Shot deflection. Just goes wide. And now out the takeaway. Could be a 2-on-1 for the Blue Hens. Sent across ice. 1-on-1 with the goaltender. The shot and a save by Lajewski. Will Jowett on that opportunity. 15:29 to go in the first, and 1-0 is the score in favor of the Blue Hens. Face-off win. Played to that far circle. Marciniak will look to put it in deep. Williver in there along with Dan Martin for the Lions. Riley playing up the corner, looking to tap it back, and this one played out by Dialto. Foot race to the puck. First to it, though, is Michael Nauman, the defenseman for the Blue Hens. Patrick Swain puts it through the legs of Teachin. Lajewski will play it, and this one is knocked down by Kelly. Kelly looking to send a floater up ice, knocked down by Nauman. And a bit of a tangle up there, Nauman on Dialto. Tofty trying to work up the far side. Dugan across now for Teachin, and they send it the other way. Here's Dialto. Looking to center for Martin. It's off his skate. And Dugan will just send it down, and the Lions will make a change. Nice move here. Pasley with the shot. Glove save, Lajewski. No cover up. 14-13 left in the first. Shots on goal 5-1 in favor of the Blue Hens. Let's give you your goaltender matchup for today's game, and we'll start with Lajewski, who last night gave up 4 goals and saved 90% of the shots last night. I believe Temple had over 40 shots on net. Icing called here against TCNJ. And for the Blue Hens, Justin Nevinger making his debut for the Blue Hens. Face-off win for the Lions, and Nevinger is actually a junior. He played for Mercyhurst University, Division I ACHA team last year. As Dugan has this, looks to send it towards net, but it's blocked in front. Centering off the skate of Lem. Dugan has it. Raymore trying to work the far side. Shot there goes wide for the defenseman Rodriguez. And a bit of a trip up there as he collides into the net. And looks like Lajewski may be shaken up a little bit here. Coach Andrew Duco coming to check on him. Maybe a little bit of a stinger there for Lajewski. .24 to go in the first period. Face-off win for the Lions. Lajewski can't get it out of the zone, and we're seeing from TCNJ over yesterday. And today, this one comes loose, the shot, and a save by Lajewski. Looking to jam in a rebound, and a big tussle here and some pushing and shoving. Dugan's going to head to the box. 2 minutes for roughing. And the Blue Hens will head to the power play. Penalty coming at 6:49. And the Blue Hens so far this season are 5 for 11 on the power play. Converting just under 50%, that means, which is impressive. Hastings with the clear. And the Blue Hens will restart their rush here. With the puck, LeBlanc gets it taken away from him. Good clear here by Martin. He gets past the defense, foot race to the puck, and Nevinger is able to play this to the near side boards. In transition, Moran looking to play across. That one disrupted and into the neutral zone. Johnson gets it taken away from him. Martin has been out there for a little while now. He's going to take it, and he will just float this one to the Blue Hens' end. D'Alto just jamming the puck along the wall. Very smart by him. 55 seconds left on the Blue Hen power play. Off the skate. Retrieved by Cantelmo, and he'll just throw it back down. And looks like we're going to have a penalty here against the Blue Hens. That's going to end the power play opportunity. Too many men on the ice. It's going to be a bench monitor for too many men here at 8:05. And serving it will be LeBlanc. 4-on-4 here for the next 44 seconds. Anderson with the face-off win. He's been great in the offensive zone in the first two games. Anderson with it. Looks to center it to Kelly. That one off a skate. And Anderson will send this back to Cantelmo. Cantelmo up for Anderson. Looking to send it in deep. Kelly retrieves it here. Sends across. Suma with it. Looks to send towards net. That one blocked. Cross ice touch pass by Raymore. Sends it over for Rodriguez. Rodriguez with it. Bouncing puck goes wide of the net. The circle. Sent back to the point. Rodriguez with it. The shot stick save. Lajewski, and he grabs it for the stoppage in play. 11:14 to go in the first. We got 3 seconds left of 4-on-4 before the Lions head to the power play. Been a bit of a weird pace to the game thus far, and I'm not sure what it is, but we'll see how that either changes or stays the same as we go along here. Teachin able to send across to Benny. They're now on the power play. D'Alto with it. Circles around, gets it back to Krugliak. He tries to send towards net, bounces off a skate, and over to Martin. It's actually Mark Teachin out there on the far side. Teachin punching around to Martin, and it's a clear for the Blue Hens. Benny up, and now Teachin with it. Fakes a shot. Comes over to the near side. He's going to wind it around to Suma. Suma back for Benny. Benny for Suma. D'Alto, rather, excuse me. And that one cleared by the Blue Hens. It's going to be a foot race to this puck. And it's taken out to the corner. 13 seconds left. Maybe one last chance. Although Delaware almost with a shorthanded opportunity there. That was Tofty. Knocking at the doorstep. Teachin throws it off the near boards. Kicked along, and that will kill the penalty. Shot there. Glove save for Lejewski. And that was LeBlanc, who was fresh out of the box. 9:49 to go in the first period. Delaware holding on to a 1-0 lead. Face-off win. Looking to send across. Stuck in the blue paint. Lejewski makes a save, and that one cleared away by Suma. Comes to the point. Sent across from the near circle. The shot off the side of the net for Nauman. And a great centering pass. And a score there for the Blue Hens. A little bit of a delayed call there because it looked like the referee said the net was off, but nonetheless, the play continues as long as Delaware had possession and they get the 2-0 lead. Blue Hens looking to tack on here. Shane Moran with it. Gets it over to Tofty. It's actually LeBlanc who throws it in deep. Ryan Johnson with it. He's had a good first 2 games for the Blue Hens. 3 goals, 1 assist. Shot there looking for a deflection was LeBlanc, but it goes wide. Blue Hens keep. Looking to be sent towards net. Looking for another deflection. Trying to center it and a score. Nice feed from LeBlanc to Ryan Johnson right on cue. And it's 3-0 Blue Hens. So count LeBlanc for a goal and an assist here in this first period. And the Lions are going to call their timeout here. Right now, it's just not looking good in a couple aspects of this game so far. First off, for the Lions, they're having trouble just passing the puck. They're not getting it clean off the blade of their stick. And aside from that, just defensively, they're breaking down as, they're taking longer and longer shifts because of the Blue Hens' presence in their zone. And they're just working around very nicely. You can see some of the players just have the presence of mind and they're communicating well to where they're around the net. They're getting it in the high percentage areas of the slot. And that's just going to be all sorts of trouble if you're the Blue Hens. Or if you're the Lions, rather. So they need to try and get a handle on this. As we're going to see for the first time, for TCNJ, Maverick Reiner making his Lions debut tonight. This one chipped down by the Blue Hens. Look to break out there. That pass goes behind. And Hannigan is just going to send this all the way down. Leonard trying to pick up that loose puck, but it's handled by Rodriguez. He will play it to the far side corner for Riley. And Riley up now for Swift, offside. are the Blue Hens. 8:19 left to go in the first period. The shots on goal, 12-2 in favor of the Blue Hens, and they hold a 3-0 lead. Face-off win for the Lions. Teaching on it. Gets it across. And now Leonard will send this down. Handled by Nevinger off the skate of Hannigan. Hannigan trying to work it up. There's a bit of a tangle there. And now Swain drops it back. Trying to throw it across. Comes loose to Leonard. Leonard all alone. He's just going to fire in, and the Lions will make a change. Marciniak trying to work it up to Raymore, but it goes past him. Suma on this. Plays it off the boards. Maybe looking to get it to Kelly, but it went over him. This one played up to Pasley. Pasley centering. Gets behind his teammate there. And Kelly will just send this out. Off the takeaway. Looking to drop it back is Raymore. Bergman in there. And Benny kicks it along. Bergman to the point. Petrus looking to send it across. Good poke away there for D'Alto. J.P. Kelly on it. Tries to center it for Martin, but it gets taken away. Again, just a point where the line's just out there way too long. This one sent up by Lem. Martin looking to get it across. He's tied up by Marciniak. And now Petrus working this up. Dugan on the cutout. Hastings smart as Martin was coming off. Didn't want to touch that or they would have too many men. Bergman tries to work through two defenders. Gets past him, the shot and a score. Ben Bergman makes it 4-0. Just tough for Lajewski right there. You need your defense to help you out in that situation. And when you're sandwiched by two guys like that, but he's able to force his way through, Lajewski's already trying to make a play on the puck, and that little extra second that the puck didn't get there, he had to make an adjustment there, and he couldn't. Penalty here. It's a roughing call. And it is Tyler Swift, the defenseman, heading to the box. Lions so far 0 for 1 on the power play today. But maybe the little jolt that they need to try and climb back into this one. Face-off win. Back to Dugan. The shot blocked. Dugan looking to work up to Anderson. Referee kind of in the way. And this one carried out. Shorthanded chance now. Kyle Sapia. Backhand try. Save Lajewski. .5:29 to go here in the first period. Face-off win for Martin. Gets it back to Benny. Over for Hastings, and Hastings will send it over to Mark Teachin. Teachin plays across. Travis Benny. Going to throw it off the backboards. Teachin sending across. Glove down. Benny handling it. The shot. Deflection goes wide. Teachin with it. The shot on the backhand try. Rebound covered up by Nevinger. Little words being exchanged there. 5 minutes even now remaining in the first period. Shots on goal 14-4 in favor of the Blue Hens. It's like Nevinger having a little trouble with the equipment there, and he's now ready. Minute 9 left on the penalty to Swift. Off the takeaway, and an unfortunate bounce for the Blue Hens there as that's kept in the defensive zone, and now they're going to take it away. Camisa. Hit into the boards by Benny. Hastings on the pickup, and that's a takeaway right there. Camisa on it. Looking to center it. Off the takeaway, the shot. Save Wojcicki right in front of him. And he'll cover up. Big mistake there by the Lions. Turning the puck over in the high percentage area of the ice can happen. 4:26 to go in the first. Face-off win for the Blue Hens. They are still shorthanded here. The shot goes wide for Petrus. Camisa sends to the circle. Nice work here with Johnson. Sends it back to him, but comes back. The shot, save Wojcicki. And the Lions get it out. Again, they still are on the power play for 10 more seconds. Ryan Johnson plays back to Petrus. Across for Rodriguez, and he will just send it down. Picked up by Suma, and the penalty expires. Not much going there for the Lions on the power play. It's their second chance of the game. Down the other end, the shot blocked. Jowett playing back for Nauman. Nauman towards the blue line for Swain. Swain trying to work up the far side. That one knocked down. And played back to neutral ice where Petrus will pick it up. Petrus leaving for Swain. And now Suma on the pickup deep in his own zone. Plays it back to Dugan. And away from the play, Dugan gets run over, and we're going to have a penalty here against the Blue Hens. Forward Will Jowett heads to the box. 2 minutes for interference at 16:58. So now a third power play chance for the Lions, currently 0 for 2. Just having trouble in general moving the puck. Off the face-off, they throw right on net, and it's sticked away by Nevinger. Martin losing the handle, and a clear by the Blue Hens. Benny picking the puck up. Over to Teachin. Teachin sending up. It goes right through the legs of Hastings. That one taken away. It's right in front of Benny. He couldn't find it initially. From the circle, the shot saved Nevinger. Martin sends it back. Benny with the shot. Blocked in front. Teachin plays in deep for Martin. Looking to send it to the slot. Knocked down the shot to score! Ryan Anderson. His second goal on the season. And the Lions get one back. Nice individual effort there by Anderson. Nevinger played the puck And Anderson had the presence of mind to block it in front, maintain control, and backhand it right into the top left corner of the net. 2:17 to go here in the first period. And the Lions now within 3. Blue Hens back on the prowl, working through is LeBlanc. LeBlanc hit by Suma. Sends it to the near side. Ryan Johnson from the circle. Nice poke away there by Suma. And now Kelly has Dialto with him. Kelly sending it across just out of the reach of Dialto. Comes loose to Leonard from the circle. The shot blocked in front. Kelly on it. He will wind it around. This one is stopped by Nevinger. Nevinger up the far side for Ryan Johnson. And Dugan doing a nice job of cutting out that pass. Shane Moran has it, and Anderson on the takeaway. It's going to be a foot race to the puck. Good hustle here by Dan Martin. Martin with it. Backhand try. Rebound chance for Anderson. He's... No! What a save by Nevinger! He had the net wide open, and Nevinger with a full sprawl out to the other side of the net. And a great snag of that puck. Heck of a play by Nevinger. 1:02 left in the first. Shots on goal 18-6 in favor of the Blue Hens. Anderson on the faceoff win. Teachin with a slap shot. Goes off the skate of Martin in front and into the corner. Tofty centering. And Teachin's able to get it out of harm's way. Initially the shot there. Saved by Lajewski. Sapia to the point. The shot and it goes wide. Looking to center it. And Lajewski has it under his pad. 35.5 seconds to go, and the Blue Hens have just registered their 20th shot on goal. Face-off win. Shot from the point. Stick safe for Lajewski. Kamisa looking to center. It's loose. The shot and a save by Lajewski. Camp there was Tofty on that chance. 23.2 seconds left in this first period. Face-off win for the Blue Hens. A shot there, blocked in front, rebound chance, patted away by Lajewski. 13 seconds left. Lem with it, gets it up to Kelly, and he's just going to send it out of the zone. From center ice, Tofty with it. The shot, bouncing puck, saved by Lajewski. 2 seconds to go, hitting the corner, and that will do it for the first period. The Blue Hens with a 4-1 lead after the first 20 minutes of play. 4 goals to start the game. 1 from Devin LeBlanc. There's 1 goal that I wasn't sure on. I'll have to get confirmation during the break. That was a second goal at 10:26. LeBlanc with 1. Ryan Johnson with 1. Ben Bergman with 1. And again, the unknown goal scorer on the second goal. Ryan Anderson puts in his second goal of the game at 17:43. And the Lions converting on 1 of 3 power play chances. But nonetheless, not the start you wanted at all. Fundamental passing is a big issue. And the defense just broke down way too much in that first period. They need to kind of start thinking about defensively to try and get the puck out of the zone as best they can without trying to ice the puck. A couple times they just missed their assignment there in the slot. University of Delaware is one of those teams that they are able to rotate through their formation very well. And it was a big problem for that TCNJ defense in that first period. Obviously, a couple of slot goals there. But nonetheless, still 40 minutes left to play. You got to get the feet going. You got to get those passes connecting. And once the passes start connecting, then you can start breaking out and trying to do some different things. But so far, I think it's easy to say, might be the worst period TCNJ's played thus far in the first 3 games. We'll see if they can rebound from that as we will head to the first intermission. 4-1 the score in favor of the Blue Hens. You're watching TCNJ Ice Hockey right here on Lions Hockey Live. We'll be back with the second period of action in just a little bit. Stay tuned.